Dancer's Lament by Ian C. Esslemont. Read by John Banks. Prelude. The prize was his, and none would rob him of it. A recent shudder of the earth had exposed it here on the Seti Plains, close by the great cliff, south of the river Idrin, near to where Bern herself is said to rest. Uneasily, most obviously. A small twinge or minor itch or passing flatulence from the great goddess had shaken the ground not more than a fortnight ago. And now this tunnel or cave revealed here in this narrow rocky cleft. His find. True, he'd only come across it because he'd caught a hint of movement out there on the plains, and so had clambered down into the gorge out of prudent care. The plains curse, the man-eating beast Rylanderus, was never far. So it was his, yet not his alone. Someone else was lurking about, a sneaky fellow hard to pin down. And coming from him, from Dorin Rav, that was saying a lot. Not in all Quan or Tali had he met his match in stealth or murder. The so-called assassin guilds he dug up these last years had proved themselves no more than gangs of brutes and thugs for hire. Not one true practitioner among them. He'd been disgusted. So much for the exploits of the thief queen, Lady Apsalar, or daring Topaz, the favourites of so many jongler songs. Petty greed, sadistic cruelty, and a kind of slope-browed cunning were all he'd found among the criminal underworld, if that was what you could call it, all of which he had to allow was at least the minimal requirement for extortion, blackmail, theft, and murder for hire. Not that that had stopped him from profiting from their ineptitude. A few well-placed thrusts and their stashes of coin rode tightly wrapped in a baldric across his chest, a baldric that also supported a selection of graded blades and lengths of rope. He was of the opinion that one can never carry too much rope. He passed the best of the night crouched on his haunches in a thick stand of desert tallgrass, patiently watching that dark opening, and saw nothing. A hunting snake slithered over one sandalled foot. Midges and chiggers feasted upon him. A lizard climbed his shirt, lost its footing on his sweat-slick neck, and fell inside the padded, cloth-covered armour vest he wore next to his skin. Yet he hadn't twitched, and still his rival had not revealed himself. Then, just as the sun kissed the lips of the narrow crevice ridge high above, a rock clattered close to the shadowed gap. He ground his teeth. Somehow the bastard had slipped past. Very well, he'd follow. Dog the man until whatever lay ahead was revealed. The least the fellow could do was make himself useful by falling first into any hidden dangers. He edged out to the mouth of the gap and, hunched, a blade ready, felt his way down. Just within, he paused to press himself against one wall of jagged, broken rock. He listened and waited for his vision to adjust. A brush of cloth on stone sighed ahead. He felt his way onward. A descending slope of loose, broken rock ended at a narrow corridor of set blocks. Ancient, these, gigantic and of dark stone he didn't recognize. He searched the gloom. Where had the hood-damned bastard gone? Then a dim ringing ahead as of metal on stone quickly muted. He pressed himself to a wall. Could he be seen outlined by the faint light behind? He darted forward. The corridor ended at a wall that supported a door in the form of a slab of rock of similar origin. The slab stood at an angle, aslant of the portal, a slim opening running top to bottom, at the foot a gap where a slim man or woman might just squirm within. Damn the fellow for winning through first. He knelt at the fissure, only to flinch away from the mouldy stink of things long dead. The still air was cold too, unaccountably so. Crystals of frost glittered on the rock. Wincing, he slipped one arm through. His other hand brushed the thick door slab. A nest of symbols carved in the naked rock writhed beneath his fingers. Wards, glyphs, a tomb or hoard, out here, in the middle of nowhere.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?